DedSec's getting stronger, smarter, and sexier. Welcome to the team.
Yes, well, I'm ready to help however I can.
Brilliant.
Not my concern.
We have an Albion operative on our roster. We should let them know they're needed. Nigel Cass's meeting will begin soon. Approach the Tower of London when you're ready.
Albion's authority keeps civilians safe.
Ah, man, this thing's gonna take my head off. I'm gonna break that thing. Don't fucking test me, drone, yeah? Stupid thing blowing in our face.
Protest rallies.
Uh-huh. No. Uh-huh. Watch it.
Must comply.
Okay, but cool. You sure? All right. Yeah, I hear you.
Jesus. What?
Welcome back to the Uplift.
followed. Today we're talking.
Over.
If we're lucky, word hasn't spread that you've hung up your jackboots. Just try to put on your meek, harmless, broken by the system face. Oh, and don't forget your uniform. Looking sharp. Your ex-colleagues won't pay any attention to you unless you let them take a close look.
Investigation underway. Continuing unlawful activity.
Hear that?
Reminder, it is illegal to participate in gatherings of more than 5 people. Audience here for your safety. All humans must comply with Albion.
It's nice to finally have my work appreciated. You're welcome.
Who is this?
Stand down, mate.
They're trying to clunk. Check your doors and corners.
That was strange.
They're around here somewhere.
You brute!
No room.
What's going on here?
A word of caution now we're inside. Any disturbance in here and Nigel Cass will surely cancel his meeting. Avoid being detected by your former colleagues or this operation is a bust.
Nigel won't have anything important on this floor.
You're quite knowledgeable about Cass, aren't you?
Yeah. I was Albion too, if you hadn't twigged to that. Me and Cass were close once. Looked up to him. He was bigger than life, fam. Literally a tech genius. And I was just a gearhead kid. I wanted to be like him. That's why I joined up.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Didn't find out he was a murderous prick until later.
This new project the director's presenting upstairs is a game changer. Can't wait to see it roll out. This is going to make our jobs that much easier and safer. Yeah. You don't think it's going to make certain aspects of our job redundant, do you? Not a chance. Director Cass takes care of his own. You know that. Fair point.
So can you tell me a little bit more about how the retrofit is going?
Everything is proceeding on schedule, and Mr. Cass is as determined as ever to make the White Tower as safe as possible from terrorist attacks. I believe he has ensured timely security measures on Monday to look at all
their damn boots before coming in. Right, I've got enough to do. Dealing with construction.
Help us. Collaborate. And together, we will conquer.
I heard someone saying dead sex.
They better not be. Just a bunch of terrorists pretending to have morals.
This door clearly requires a security pass.
Well, that's just great.
Use one of the nearby computers to create your forgery.
Be careful. You don't want to know what Nigel does with trespassers.
You been up there lately? There are some parts of this city that need a woodworking worker with some heavy boots. You understand?
Yeah, I know what you mean. But there's always an element.
Sure, but I thought you'd taken care of them.
Do you mean dead sex? I've heard some talk on the street that they may be back in...
It'll take some time for the forgery to be ready. To keep you occupied, I dragged up still images and a recording from an internal investigation into Cass Sr.'s death.
Show me.
Internal Psych Assessment AS001 Subject Cass Nigel. Mr. Cass experienced a deeply traumatic event when he witnessed the murder of his father, Gareth Cass, CEO of Albion. He began exhibiting symptoms soon after what he frequently described as the random event. Mr. Cass's initial symptoms included insomnia, paranoia, distorted blame, and recurring flashbacks. However, he appears to have channeled his anger and self-described powerlessness into his work to ensure that Albion become, quote, a mechanism for preventing unpredictable violence. It seems somewhat of a mania, edging on psychosis. For me, this raises concerns about Mr. Cass's fitness to run a multinational security company. But I cannot, at this time, make any recommendation beyond continued monitoring, especially considering that I have been asked to close this file.
Grand. They put someone incapable of processing their emotional baggage in charge of our security. Just grand.
Yeah, well, Nigel's never close to anyone but his dad. And me, I guess. Never had much faith in people, really.
Well, the pass is ready, but rough. If this resistance thing doesn't work out, I doubt you'll make a living as a document forger. Let's give it a go anyway. Nigel Cass awaits.
Everywhere I look at that group, it's just causing trouble. At least Albion has a mission statement to inform the public as to what's going on and what they're doing to make the city better.
How's it going? Seemed a bit tense.
I have to think if we didn't need the mercenaries, they wouldn't be here. What with the tone bombing?
How are you getting on with those
There's
letters?
the immigration
The deadline is
issues.
coming up quickly.
Seems like every day there's a bloody gunfight.
He's presenting to the stakeholders right now.
I suppose it's a bit of a...
I know, but if I mess this up, then the whole project is delayed for...
Welcome to Project Themis.
Our new autonomous drones. These drones can identify, isolate, and terminate threats before they can do harm. They can go anywhere, see everything. They could kill a man alone in an alley or in a crowd of hundreds with perfect precision. Themis drones can do what humans have always struggled to. Act immediately and decisively. Without your support, I couldn't stand here and tell you, I promise you, that with the launch of Project Themis, London will be the first city in the world to be made truly safe.
Mr. Cass, I was hoping you'd called us all in here today to discuss the ethical issues.
No, it's all right. The Commissioner cares, as we all do. I admire his passion and his dedication. Let's talk ethics.
Well, for one, Themis goes far beyond Albion's mandate. We really should have more government consultation.
I see. Delay the launch so that we can debate and assess the details.
We're missing the human element here. I can get the Defense Minister on the line right now.
Well, if you feel you must. It's the human element that got us into this. No more debate, delay, indecision. Understand this. I will not allow anyone, not even myself, to jeopardize Themis. Now, will our friends at Titus be ready? You are the cornerstone of the project after all. Do you need to consult any outside parties?
No. We'll be ready.
And just in time. Criminals running our streets. Illegals threatening our families. The police commissioner himself. Assassinated by terrorists. Decisiveness is hard. But here's the best part. Once this decision is made, no more will be required of you.
Attention, a building-wide security sweep has been initiated due to document breach.
I warned you about that forgery. Your uniform will help. Don't let them get a close look at you.
Bagley, I need an exit. Quickly!
The catacombs, fam.
All's well here. What's next?
Don't get ambushed.
What an arsehole!
Let's get it.
No sign of the suspect. Let's call it in.
Piece of...
I've had quite enough of this.
Saw Nigel in action in there, didn't you? Man can be very, persuasive.
He knows how to get his way. And he wants this Themis project launched post-haste. I doubt that's good news for London. Shite. Shit. Very nice. I don't like this at all. What was that?
Fucking hell. Albion's top secret project is an automated killing machine. And it looks like Cass is almost ready to launch. We have to get Themis out of his hands.
I'll prepare a briefing. Will we see you there, Hamish?
Pretty face, not risking, remember? But patch me in. You and me got some scheming to do, Bagley.
Now we're talking.
Don't like this one. 1066 was not. Control disregard. No sign. Nothing wrong here, I swear it.
Yep. Bit balmy, ain't ya? Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
About cryptocurrency. Crypto now seems like it's been around forever, but it's really quite a new invention. Were you an early adopter?
I was one of the first that was in this market. There seemed to be a new way of financial transactions, a new way of money. It's something that we could completely reinvent and change some of the legacy financial systems around the world and really give power back to the people.
Yeah, it was a real shift in the way that the world works. Let's recap the basics. So, central to cryptocurrency is the distributed ledger technology, the tech that keeps track of all transactions. And what this means is you can have a decentralized system without having to trust anyone.
news. It's time to put your life on the line for the Resistance.
Thank God.
Party, like old-fashioned banks.
One of the reasons why I got involved so early was that you could stay anonymous.
Yeah, the features of cryptocurrency very much fit into that early mindset. It was all about finding an alternative to centralized systems. It was kind of a countercultural punk ethos. The whole point of the distributed ledger is you're not trusting any one person to keep a track of who has what money or how they're spending it. It's all out there in the open for anyone to see, and yet you can remain secretive.
But not everybody now wants to keep up this crypto legacy. They don't share this attitude anymore. We've seen institutions, businesses, even governments experimenting with crypto, which doesn't really fit into its original radical counterculture mold.
Yeah, it's kind of weird today to think of people not using cryptocurrency. It's so mainstream now. You know, I'm almost nostalgic for the feel of cash. Good old-fashioned paper and coins. First they changed the paper notes to plastic notes, and now it's just all digital. There's nothing to hold on to.
It was great just to be able to have a little bit of money to carry around with you.
I think the turning point in the UK really came a few years ago when the pound dropped 10% over just one season. People living off grid started using crypto, and just as everyone was losing faith in the pound, they were gaining it in cryptocurrency, which turned out to be much more stable. Kind of the opposite to what people thought in the beginning.
And then, of course, there was the recession. It didn't take long for startups to see an opportunity in this new way of doing finance. A lot of traditional money was converted to crypto, really took up the fight.
Getting arseholed and throwing bits of metal around has got to count as training somehow. I'll start the briefing whenever you're ready.
I know. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's bad, isn't it? Me as well, mate, yeah. I know. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Here's what we know about Nigel Cass. He's rolling out something called Project Themis. The lack of information on its own is worrisome, but what little we do know is Cass wishes to remove the human element from law enforcement.
We also know he's partnered with Titus, which is never good. Titus does other work with Albion. Nasty shit like autonomous weapons, human targeting algorithms.
So Titus is our best lead to fill in the blanks on the secret project, but their security is notoriously difficult to crack. So Hamish has proposed an intriguing solution.
Albion's been working on a new microdrone, something my contact told me about. That shit's not even in production yet, but if we get the plans, we can manufacture our own.
To bypass Titus security.
Exactly. They're weird as fuck. Supposed to do maintenance on Albion's other drones, but the smallness of them means they can slip into places nothing else can.
Well, there we have it. Our next step is to infiltrate the Albion drone manufacturing lab and get our hands on schematics.
And then you lot will have a fun little gadget to break in the Titus. Love it. I'll shoot you the location. Be careful. Albion doesn't like to share his toys.
for a spot of action?
Absolutely. Let's get into it.
I know. Morality, whatever.
Parts of London were already using crypto as their primary currency by then.
And now, apparently, or at least in theory, crypto is illegal.
Yeah, in May this year, economists found that crypto was being traded more than the pound, and banks were not happy. They basically forced the government to ban cryptocurrency in a last-ditch effort to save the pound.
But it's not like that's worked. People are still using crypto, and it's been pushed further, deeper underground. Things used to work fine with crypto, and it was just...
Shit! I've never had a combat drone after me before.
You're coming up on the Albion drone facility where the micro drone is being developed.
This had better be worth it.
It will be. You're gonna need to disable the security system protecting the R&D lab.
Investigation underway.
What was that?
Are you new? First time I've seen you.
Dumbass.
Security's down in the R&D lab. The plans for the micro drone will be in there somewhere. I've downloaded the schematics. You can leave whenever you like.
You know what to do. Search the area. Drone, begin search.
Yeah, if you want to make something thrive on the black market, just make it illegal.
Now that we have the schematics, we can make micro-drones of our very own.
Better move fast on that, Bags. We need to get into Titus ASAP. Shut down Project Themis before Nigel decides to launch. And with what he was saying, we don't have much time.
Pretty much my favourite topic. I could talk for hours about the rise of the AI system. It's easy to forget about its origins. It's so present everywhere we go now. Bagley just kind of blends into the background.
Bagley is the service AI that's present in every optic device. Whether you're using the optic, Bagley will be there. The AI is streamed to your optic.
Got a potential recruit for you. I'll mark them on your map.
Created by Sky Larson, our tech hero, as part of her techno-utopian idea for the world. What? Do you think it grew so quickly?
In my mind, it's no surprise that Bagley became so popular. It's funny, useful, fast. It's a great companion and really just makes life so much easier. I mean, when you look back at all the service AIs that used to exist, they just can't compete. When you ask Bagley anything, there's a quick answer and loads of information available to you. One day, I let Bagley answer all of my messages for a whole 24 hours and no one even noticed the difference.
The other competitors really just couldn't compete with Bagley. Their answers were so much worse. They didn't understand anything. And Bagley pretty much gets everything right first time. Do you have any idea why Bagley really beat all the competition?
Well, it's really the data, isn't it? Ever since Broker hooked up with Bloom, that's when things changed.
And really, that's not actually that great. Bloom has data on everybody. They collect information about everything you're doing across the web through your optic headset. Isn't the AI only good because of Bloom surveillance?
Well, I suppose so, but I prefer not to talk about that side of things.
We've successfully trialled our first micro-drone, and it's officially as cute as the dickens. I've decided to name it Sebastian.
Time to break into Titus.
And take away Nigel Cass's newest toy, Project Themis. Bagley, any idea where that name comes from?
Greek mythology. Themis was the goddess of divine justice. You know, the one with the sword.
Ooh, that is so Nigel fucking Cass.
See? School's useful for something besides social maladjustment. Find the schematics of the building and I'll work out the location of the Themis project.
There's no malingering in this area.
Hang on.
Reminder, your number plate must be visible and investigating disturbance. Scanning the area for suspicious behavior. All criminal offenders will be arrested. Awaiting area crime report. Target sighted.
Will someone shut that thing down?
Awaiting area crime report.
Shit!
Target malfunction.
Something's wrong with that bot. Locking it down.
We have an intruder. Scanning perimeter.
Where the hell are they? Moving on. Drone, search this area.
Stay sharp. Search the area.
Search. Target not found.
Don't see anyone.
Searching.
Be careful. Nothing in the vicinity. Watch it! I definitely heard something. Let's keep our eyes peeled.
Search complete. Synced.
Shut down that drone.
Where the hell are they? Clear. Let's keep our eyes peeled. They're around here somewhere. Area clear. Push on. No room for error here.
Sierra 4-2, this is Control. An
I'd
alarm
rather
has
not
been
be
activated
seen
near
right
you.
now.
Survey the area. Someone set off that alarm. Doing a sweep.
Now.
Drone, area search.